Hello, it's Patrick here from Strategic Lead Services. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I promise you it's going to be well worth your while. I'm going to be showing you some information that I believe you will find very, very valuable and helpful as well. As you can see here, I've included a picture of myself up in the corner just so you can put a face to the name. But more importantly, I want to show you a little bit about what some of your top competitors are doing in Philadelphia to bring in more personal injury cases each and every month, how they're going about doing that, and how you can do that as well and do it better than the rest of your competitors. So as we move forward, do keep in mind that this is certainly not for everyone. This is for serious and dedicated personal injury attorneys only who are equipped and ready to bring on more cases, who want to do that and who want to do it in a more consistent fashion. So I'm going to try to move through here as quickly as possible because I do respect your time. So let's get right into it. First thing you see here is we have three of your main competitors in the Philadelphia area. We have Ross Feller Casey. They're investing nearly $60K a month to their online advertising. Client Spectre, they're pretty big, spending over $100K a month. And then forthepeople.com, this is Morgan & Morgan. They're a massive firm. They're investing $210,000 each month into their online advertising. And I want to talk a little bit more about this, but before I do, I just want to highlight some of my main points here. That way you have a really strong idea of what we'll be talking about as we move through this video. So first of all, I'm going to be showing you how you can generate more high quality leads like your top competitors and how you can do that better than them. I'll be uncovering why some of your PI competitors are spending $100K or more and others are losing thousands of dollars each month on their advertising, then halting it altogether because it's not that effective. I'll show you how you can get PI cases same day and not have to worry about things like SEO taking forever. As you may know, SEO, it can take 6 months, 7 months, maybe even up to 10 months before you see a return on your investment. And that's really quite a long time to ask anyone to wait before they see the results of your work. I'll be showing you how you can prevent the good PI leads that do come in from moving on to your competitors, and really how this method is the perfect add-on, if not replacement, to your existing AdWords strategy, if that's something you already do, and how you don't have to pay $100 or more a click like the rest of the market. And then finally, I'll show you how many more cases you could expect to get from your area. So with that said, I hope you're excited like this guy here. You've got your hands waving and you can't wait to learn more. I know I am, so let's get right to it. First thing I want to show you here is the anatomy of a search engine because I believe it provides a great foundation for what we're talking about in case you're unfamiliar with this type of stuff. So if one of your prospective clients is searching for you online, which a lot of searches happen these days, they're going to go to the Google and they're going to type in something like personal injury lawyer, and they're going to get a result that looks something like this. And first thing we get here is the ad group up top. This is where Google puts most of its priority and wants you to be using their search engine. Then we have the map pack or local results. It actually used to be 7 results that came up here, but they reduced it to 3, and now they're even experimenting with putting ads in here, so it's becoming increasingly more competitive. And then finally we have the organic results. So keep in mind that 98% of all the business that is happening within these top 3 spots in the map pack as well as the organic results. So if you're not there, chances are you're maybe missing out on a lot of that online traffic and a lot of that online business. However, that's not really so much a problem because there is a better way to get leads online, and that's using paid traffic. The value is when you structure your campaigns correctly and you use this correctly, you can get to the top position of Google instantly. Those leads are coming in as little as a day. And when you use this this formula over here that I'm going to be talking about in a little bit, this cost per click times quality score, you get the premium leads at the cheapest price. Currently, we pay a fraction of what most people pay on AdWords, and we're getting more leads for our clients as a result. So yes, organic is great because organic leads are free, but if you're not in those spots already, or you're not high enough in those spots, it's going to require some SEO, which is going to take a while. It's a great long-term strategy, but you don't get any leads now, and you're going to have to wait for those. So since we are talking about paid ads, let's look at ad structure for a moment. So here we have a screenshot of another ad group. On here, as you can see, we have an optimized ad as opposed to a regular ad. And chances are the guy at the top is paying less money to get a better ad position, a better looking ad too, than this guy who has a regular ad, which you'll see these regular ads about 60% of the time. So what's this guy doing? Well, he's got all his ad extensions in here, and what they're really doing is they're making their ad more relevant to what someone is actually searching for in the search engines. So they're getting a better rank, they're increasing their quality score, and they're paying less for that ad. So let's look a little bit further into some of what your competition is doing. Klein Spector, as we said before, they're investing nearly $104,000 each month into their online advertising. What are they doing that they can do that? Well, if I pull up this screenshot here, this is a tool I use called SpyFu. It's aggregating all their online data from Google, and what it's showing us is they're getting an estimated 8.6 thousand clicks per month. And as a result, they're spending around $104,000 each month for that online advertising. And what they're doing, if I hop over this tool, is they've got 2.2K, 2,000 keywords. So they're bidding on a lot of keywords. They're running a lot of different ads with different headlines. And what they're trying to do is make their ads most relevant to what people are searching for. They're bidding on keywords according to what people are actually searching. And the idea is that if you can make to the degree that your ad is the most relevant to what people are searching for, then you can increase your quality score with Google, and then you lower your cost per click, and that increases your ad rank as a result. So to better explain this, let's take a look at this infographic, because I think it's going to do a good job helping us understand much better. So Google determines the cost per click that you pay, what you pay, based upon this quality score, and that in turn determines your ad rank. And as a personal injury attorney in Philadelphia, you have to pay quite a bit of money per click. As you can see, this is taken right from Google. They're telling us that for a personal injury lawyer, you would be expected to pay around $220 per click for that term. Car accident lawyer, $188. Personal injury attorney is the lowest at $93, and then medical malpractice lawyers, an astronomical $362 a click. These are very high, but you don't have to pay that when you start to follow this formula. What ends up happening is you start to generate leads at a much lower cost than your competitors. So Google will determine where your ads are showing up on the page, whether it's at the top or the bottom, based upon this quality score. And yes, they take into maximum bid. However, as you might remember from that optimized versus regular ad example I gave, you can have one advertiser, as it's showing down here, who's bidding the most, but they have a regular ad that's unoptimized, and they're getting the worst rank and the lowest quality score. But you can be spending the least amount of money and you can optimize your ads to have the maximum quality score, and Google's going to reward you with the top rank. And this is what we're doing with our ads, and increasing that quality score is determined by click-through rate, which is all about ad relevance, making your ad as relevant as possible. And as you can see here, the chief economist of Google has stated that 60% of quality score is determined by that click-through rate. So making your ads relevant, it increases that click-through rate. Just to further understand this, here we have this chart, and what it's showing us is that, as you know, many people are searching for thousands, hundreds of different keywords each month. And a lot of people are going to be searching for something like personal injury attorney, the simpler, more vague terms, or car accident attorney. And what ends up happening is the volume of searches is higher, so the cost to compete is higher. This is also where more fraudulent clicks end up happening. But when you start to structure your ad campaigns to include this longer tail end of the keyword spectrum, more detailed descriptions, what ends up happening is you increase the probability of conversion, and you start lowering your costs, but also increasing your quality score as well, which is exactly what you want to do. But the problem is, most people are just not structuring their campaigns this way. They're bundling their keywords in their ad group. 99% of advertisers group their keywords, leading to more relevant clicks, more fraudulent clicks, and a lower quality score, which, as you know, we want to keep as high as possible. So the solution is to only put one keyword per ad group and increase the amount of ad groups that you're running, because this is going to increase relevancy of your ads, and it's going to increase that quality score. And as a result, you're going to start paying a lower cost than your competitors and, outdoing them. As you can see, here's an example screenshot from one of our campaigns from one of our clients in a similar space, personal injury. They spent quite a bit of money, and by structuring their campaigns this way, their average cost per click was around $30. So much, much lower. And so all these factors, these are the things that we're taking into consideration when we're creating these ads. We include the ad copy. We're making sure that the search terms are relevant. We increase the geographic relevance to the ad. We're using those long tail keywords, as I explained, and we're creating many, many ad groups to cover all our boundaries. We create landing pages that are very relevant, where the load speed of our landing pages is fantastic. And because we're taking on all these factors, the risk is really on us. So one more thing I just wanted to show you is how are we mitigating those leads that might move on from your competitors. Well, this is an email screenshot of a lead that came in. And as you can see, we're getting leads to fill out very detailed forms. This has 9 questions on it. And what ends up happening is when a prospective client comes in and they fill out a detailed form, they become very invested in your process. They want to hear back from you. They're expecting to hear back from you. So the quality of that lead is up, and that improves conversion. So how many more cases can you expect to get from your area? Well, it's about 5 to 10 cases roughly per million of population. So you can expect anywhere in that amount. With that said, I hope everything I've shown you has wowed you. You've learned a lot, and you're finding this very valuable. Well, I would like to continue this conversation with you and speak to you more, because we are currently searching for a partner in the Philadelphia area. Our team has worked with PI attorneys before, and we really know what works. And there's really no risk here, because you're only paying us per lead. As I said, we're taking care of all those different factors for you. However, the only risk there could be is if the calls that do come into you, you're not answering those calls or returning or getting back with those leads. If that's the case, then you're probably not the client for us. But either way, no leads, you're going to get your money back, and we'll even throw in this bottle here for you to drown your sorrows away because the campaign didn't work. Well, it's been a pleasure doing this video for you. I hope to speak with you soon. My contact information is in the email. Let's talk soon. Thank you, and I hope you have a great day.